Okay, as we progress a little bit further, getting these boards stained. Sure, you've seen this before. I'm not going to do a Bob Vila ad for Sears screws and tell you they're the best you can buy. Hell, I don't even know if Sears sell screws anymore. And I'm not Norm Abram either. But just taking you along in a simple kind of a process here. Doing these here shelves. I like to kind of overdo them a little bit, and use the heavy screws, because some of the articulateds and big boys and Yellowstone class locomotives are pretty heavy. And I'm not saying, look, I do chin-ups on these or whatever, but you want to, if I can get a little added strength and have some peace of mind, I'll take it. But in all the years that I've done these this way, nobody showed me. I just kind of invented it. I've never had a problem. I've never had one ever separate or anything like that at all. And you'll notice, look at the camera, it's staying all over me. And you need some more light. Here's a dowel, and it's stained. I told you about that bottom hole. When I had those all pancaked together, the depth of this hole is about half the thickness of the board. So he dowels right in there, and then again, where the end of the spade bit just makes a pinprick through the other side, I prefaced earlier, that's where you'll run a screw right up its ass, but right up the dowel, and anchor that baby in forever. It's like concrete. So these are kind of like a suspension bridge. They go, in this example, right into the truss of the ceiling and hang. So I'll mark these strategically. I haven't upset the timing. In other words, here's the middle board, there's the top board. And they all have to go, to the left and the certain side face up, and the way that they were sandwiched when they were drilled. So there's our bottom board with all our pre-drilled holes, and the middle and the top. And we're going to take it back to Bob Vila and do an ad for Sears screws. They're the best you can buy. Bob. So, again, getting into specifics. Each one of these are a little spud from that spade bit from earlier. Every 2 feet in this example, there's another one, and another one. Where'd he go? Right there. So, do you see what'll happen? This is where the screw will then go. You don't drill anything. There again are the dowels. He goes up through the drywall, which in my example is 5/8 sheetrock, and right up into the truss with a stud or whatever you like to call it. And then the 3 shelves. And my point being that with that recessed hole, that baby's going to go right in there and suck it right up. And boy, this is hardwood oak. These little dowels, $1.79 a piece for I think it's a 4-foot stick. And man, that's hardwood. And they're gone. Man, they're gone. Put them in, they're gone. And tomorrow I'll show you that. Okay. This would be the top board or shelf with all the holes in it. And put that up to the place where you were going to mount it. And in this example, right into the trusses of the studs. Mark the holes. Okay, and trying to hold the camera. Gonna thread this rod up into the hole. It's going in rather hard, so I'm gonna have to two-hand it, but you get the idea. Our holes are now made. Alright, so here are the first two spokes, dowels. And you don't want to run these all the way up tight, but man, I could literally do, if I had the strength to do pull-ups and grab these. Where's Rambo when you need them? But anyway, they're in the trusses and they're strong. And I'll make my way to the other end and put the first top board up. Okay. So again, here's our top shelf board. And then an ending dowels and beginning dowels, which again in this example span 8 feet for 3 shelves. Now let's see how the shelf goes up. Okay, now the top shelf board is kind of put on temporarily. You needn't worry about pinning it. Nothing is exact, and they kind of pinch when they go up. So you simply, work this up one side, and then the other side, and then one side, and the other side, and then the middle dowels will sput in their various holes and hold it. Okay, and now we'll start with the mid part. Okay, so I'm meeting up with some resistance, but we'll continue to get the other, 7 pins in and dowels and see where we go. You're getting the idea, right? Alright, you probably won't be able to see this, but I'm over here threading this dowel in. You can hear that those are pretty angry going up into those trusses with those big 4-inch sheetrock screws. I'm on this one now. And now this one right here. And then the last one here. Okay. So that would be the top shelf. I don't know if you can see the left side, but that's a little cockeyed. So see, all you need to do then is just adjust the board. See how the board will adjust on the dowel? You just kind of hold it on the dowel, press the board up. Everything's all jammed together. Get the idea? You see these dowels moving? And look, they're not, well, you can't see this, but they're still a 1/4 inch off the ceiling. Very, very rigid. Getting close. So now would be the time to run these in, to turn these in. And where's Rambo? All right, and again, these are all marked. Here's the bottom left. Now, these are going to go up. The thickness of the board is approximately 5/8 to 3/4 of an inch. And then one might ask, well, how do you know what the depth of these are so the shelf is level? And the answer is easy. Where the spade bit says, that's the fact. So, pistol in hand, drill pistol, whatever you want to call it. And this one's got a hammering ratchet on it. And screws will see to mounting the bottom board here. And you're crazy if you're going to see me film this live, because no one's that good. Shit. So, let me see if I can get this up. Barium. Gone. Okay, there's the last two, and that completes the job. So now we'll pin them and level them. Now, again, depending on where you want these, just a fine nail is all you need with a little hammer, and you can go again up and down here. See where you can move them? And when you get it right, you're going to pin them here and here. And you're going to pin them here and here. Now, you don't pin him, do you? And man, is that straight. That's nice. That's what I'm looking for. So before I put anything up, I'll literally stand on this to be sure. And man, they went in so angry. I know I hit every truss up in the attic. So I'll get some measurements. I don't fuss with that. I just look at it. I eye them up, and they always work out fine. And that'll be the end of it. So let's do that. Now, depending on what you like, let's say you're into schnabels or something, and they're higher. Well, okay, put the schnabels on the bottom shelf, and then just raise this one. Leave this one a little higher, and then wash it out here on the top. Whatever you want to do is the right answer. Most diesels and articulateds, or the bigger engines, or even the smaller ones, are all the same size and fit nicely. If you're into paraphernalia or buttons or little odds and ends, you can hang them up like I did here. But don't put them in a box. You can't see anything in a box. Get them out and display them. Okay, and everything leveled nicely affords more shelf space for anything from miscellaneous auxiliary tenders to engines and cars alike. Just listening to Rush here on a Sunday morning. Wonder if he's right. Tattoo removal and texting and cell phone withdrawal clinics will be the world's #1 profession in the dumbed down society. Jeez. We got to perpetuate more interest in our hobby. So there's shelves 101. You can make dowels longer, go with 4 shelves, go with 5, go with 8. I don't know, it seems to me like that's a bit excessive. And you'll soon adapt to that theme, out of sight, out of mind. Some other shelves, I'll show you those. In my example, conform to the basic layout deck. In other words, this one's got a little bit of geometry thought within its layment. And then, look at, here's a walkway. Look what I did here. Here's the control panel area. And I don't want to hit this. So I can go right through here, and this is even rounded on the end. So there's a a needed addition. I just haven't had time, and after that it's finding the ambition. The will is there, but ambition's another thing. So I'm real happy with the outcome of that, as I am with all of these shelves in the train room. Again, out of sight, out of mind. Good theme. Okay, hope you liked it. And I guess I don't know what else to add. But thanks for watching. Take good care, and I'm Tommy Z.